wasn't until I moved home, and seen all of my cousins playing a guitar. And I was like, I want to be like that. So picked it up and then just smoked them all. I never learned about our Māori history.
Can't see the bruises.
Selling them all these dreams and all
Everything
that.
just slows down, eh?
Some of our greatest warriors had that long hoodies.
That tupuna here, eh?
Right.
I guess that's where I want to get back to, because
Yeah.
Just like with our tupuna tāria, beautiful hair, tupuna hair. Yeah, that reminds me of my brother, my little brother. He had long hair from when he was young as, and he came home crying because he was always told that he was called a girl, even from his teachers mistakenly, so yeah, mum had to cut it. When I was 5, I moved away and went down to Auckland, you know, being immersed biculturally as a Māori person coming from Northland, going down to a place where there's just heaps of different cultures. I never really bumped into much racism when I was down there. It wasn't until I moved home, because I was used to all of those cultures. I came back at the age of 12 and started at Kirikiri High School.
Ah, yeah.
And there was the old Māori unit there called He Matariki, underneath Whaia Moke. It was the first class I've had where most of them I was related to. You know, it was just like, oh, yeah, cousin. Just, oh, cuz. Music has always been me since I picked up that guitar.
Have you studied music?
Yeah, I studied for a bit down at the University of Otago. So in Dunedin, it was a completely different culture to how up here in Northland. And then you come back here and start looking like a weirdo when you're playing their music.
Yeah.
So I sort of had to find a fine line where I could merge that music with the music that we love up here, which is reggae.
Yep.
As I'm going through high school, I was built into this mentality that you go to uni, get a good education. And then when I moved back, mum and dad were like, sweet, you're finished down there. Now we want you to be a teacher. I tried to go for my teaching degree. I enjoyed working with the kids, but I didn't really enjoy anything else. And yeah, so now that I've given up my good degree, it's given me a chance to pursue more musical experiences. So like going out jamming with a lot of people.
What was your high school days like growing up there, cuz?
I loved being with the cousins, you know, having fun with the cousins. There were also those downsides, you know, you get a few of those teachers that are just a bit racist, you know. Us as cousins, we're all really close and we know our Māori tongue really, really well. But then once we get into their school, it's just, they don't want to know it. It's just like, no. Well, that's an interesting fact. Like, and the whole time that I was at that school, because I never learned anything about our Māori history. I didn't even learn he whakaputanga until I've only just started learning about it. They only taught us what they wanted us to learn. And then you got all the kōrero about te tiriti o Waitangi and stuff. And then I come to find out that our ancestor didn't even sign te tiriti.
Right.
But he's the first person on he whakaputanga, which is the Declaration of Independence. There's always that one person that'll be like, you know, throw off those racial jokes, racial slurs. I'm just like, why? I'm just being me. Why is it bad to be me?
What's the future for your music there, Cuzzy?
Oh man, I got big plans, Cuzzy. I got big plans. I want to get out there, you know. It's not so much to get famous, I just want my whānau to hear my music.
Yeah.
You know? I want them to hear the final mix.
You open my mind, you're all I can see. Looking at you, looking back at me. With you, I feel something real true. Talking about what I'm gonna do to you. Don't give a fuck when I'm drunk like a skunk. Always thumbs up, never putting me on the ground. But I tell you something that I think is true. I think you're real cool.
How do you feel about me sort of tying it up and finishing the style off for you?
I love that.
Good?
I love that, bro. Yeah. Because that's how tupuna used to wear out here, eh?
Swim in my pool. Yeah, I think you're real cool.
Does that feel, Cuzzy?
That feels awesome, cuz. It's cool. I feel like look like my tupuna, but then again, like if I can pull my hair down, you know, and still look like a Māori mea as well. Awesome, awesome, cuzzy.